What's going on, everybody? It's Derek, Mr. Fresh Harper from DerekHarper.org, and some of you might know me as Mr. Fresh, you dig? And I'm coming at you with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about why pressure washing business owners fail at marketing. Well, the number one reason why people fail is because they have no knowledge or no working knowledge of how to actually market, right? Okay, so some of you might not know how to use some of the tools that are available to us nowadays, like Facebook ads, which we're going to leverage to consistently get customers over and over on autopilot, right? So some of you just don't have knowledge at all about marketing, and a lot of you just don't have time to actually go out there and market, right? Some of you are spending time doing some of the old ways of marketing, which we're going to talk about in just a few minutes here. And some of you are just spending too much time just doing nothing, right? Some of you is just, you are just your biggest enemy, right? So a lot of time when you don't have knowledge, okay, you're spending a lot of time doing these type of things, and time always equals money. So that money is just going into the toilet because you are spending too much time not doing what you're supposed to do to actually get the clients to come in on autopilot, all right? And having no working knowledge of some of the things that are available to us, like Facebook ads. You're probably out there trying Facebook ads and it's not working. You listen to all these other gurus that are telling you, do this, do that, and you're spending money and it's just going into the toilet and it's just not working. So I'm here to help you remedy all of that. I'm here to show you how to leverage Facebook ads to consistently get customers coming to your business on autopilot, right? So let's talk about some of the old versus the new ways to actually market. So some of you are probably out there doing this, posting bills. That means going out, passing out flyers, doing door hangers, things like that. A lot of you guys are doing the old grassroots marketing, going door to door, just knocking on doors, okay? Nowadays, it's not safe for two reasons. One, because people are just like on edge about people coming up to their house, you know? It might not be a favorable outcome for some people in some neighborhoods, right? And also, we have this pandemic going on in the world right now, so that could be a reason why you probably don't want to go door to door, right? And then some of you are just using bandit signs. Now, while these things do actually work, right, you're spending a lot of time going out there, putting the things out, doing the footwork, or you're paying people to go put out, and then your ad spend goes up, right? As opposed to doing the new way of just being online and just using Facebook ads and just sitting up, waking up, and you have people calling your phone or people in your inbox messaging you, asking you how much does your service cost, and so you can just already automatically go ahead and get them booked and start making money, right? So let's talk about ways in which we can get customers coming in on autopilot, right? So this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how to attract customers on autopilot, right? So we're going to use the ATR method. This is a method that I developed in my time of working with Facebook ads. And I've been doing this for quite some time now. And I've wasted a lot of money, but now I figured a way to get my ad spend way down and also increase the amount of people coming into the business. So we're going to go to the ATR method, all right? And we're going to talk about that in just a second, all right? Then you need to make sure that you are funnelizing your ads when you're on Facebook, because a lot of people just want to go with Google ads. They just throw an ad out there, say, hey, I'll give you 10% off, click on this. They click on it, they try to call, and then they don't end up calling because there's not a customer experience. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create a customer experience with this, right? And then the easy part is going to be number 3, monetizing, all right? So when you monetize, it's going to be so easy. If you use this method and you funnelize, when the people come to you, they're ready to just throw you their money. So you just have to make sure that you're saying just a couple of things to get them right. Or you have to just go straight to the business. You're just going straight to the business there, okay? So what is the ATR method? The ATR method is awareness, target, and retarget. So let's talk about this just for a second. So first of all, we're going to use Facebook ads to create an awareness campaign. So we're going to get the awareness out about your business. We're going to let everybody know what you do. We're going to let them see you for the first time, because if you don't let them see you for the first time and you don't let them figure out who you are, you're never going to be able to sell them, right? Because people want to know, like, and trust you. Okay, think about when you go to the mall, all right? And you're walking through the mall, you got these kiosks in the mall, and they're in the middle, right? And you walk past them, and the guy looks at you and say, hey, come here, right? And you do this, right? You keep walking, right? because they are doing this. They are trying to get the awareness out to you. Now, let's say you visit a store like Foot Locker, all right? There's kiosk in the mall in the middle, and then there's stores along the outsides, right? So you end up going into Foot Locker, but guess what? There was nobody outside of Foot Locker saying, hey, come into Foot Locker, unless they're running some type of special promotion. They're trying to drive more customers into the store, right? Other than that, you walk past Foot Locker and you walk in and no one is out there saying, hey, come on in Foot Locker. Why? Because whether you believe it or not, they have already created the awareness, okay? They have already created the awareness. They have already targeted you, and they always retarget you, okay? Whether you believe it or not, you might have seen a Foot Locker ad in a long time, but they've groomed you from the beginning. They've already made you aware of their business. So now you know when it's time to get shoes, you know you can go to Foot Locker to get shoes, right? So this is what we're trying to create with these people outside your business, all right? So we're going to create an awareness. We're going to get it out there, let them see who we are, all right? At that point, we're just letting them see who we are. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to target these people that actually looked at our awareness campaign, okay? And when those people see our awareness campaign, we are going to set up something on Facebook that allows us to capture those people's information, and now we can follow them around Facebook. Sounds creepy, right? Not really. So we're going to target those people, and we're going to send another ad to them, and they're going to look at it and they're going to say, hey, I remember this guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do remember that, right? So they're going to, at this point, they're going to start clicking on our ads, right? And they're going to start giving us calls, right? Now the calls will come in, they'll come in spotty, but they'll come in, right? Because the next thing we need to do is we need to retarget them, okay? So the first guy sees your awareness, all right, ad, and then he's going to say, okay, I know this, I know about this business now. You're going to target them and say, hey, we actually do this work. We can come out to you today. All right, great. That's cool. When I need it, I'll let you guys know. And then we'll retarget them and say, hey, yeah, I remember listening and seeing you guys. I know who this is. You know, you created a little bit of trust because, you know, they've seen you a few times. So they figure like, well, if I'm seeing them this many times, then they must be doing something right. And so we're going to retarget them. And eventually that person's going to say, okay, I'll give them a call because I actually need the work done now. Now, that's the one guy. The next guy will probably see your awareness ad and say, okay, I know who it is. You'll target them. They'll say, I remember they did say that and I did need it and I just didn't do it at that time. Let me go ahead and do it now. And you'll get them right here in this process. And then there'll be the person that's like ready to do it now. They've been waiting to do it. They just didn't know how to do it. They put it off and then they see your ad. It's like, yeah, I was trying to do that. They see your awareness ad, they say, yeah, I was trying to do that, and boom, they're right there now, okay? So you can get customers at every option or every stage of this ATR method. So that is the ATR method in a nutshell, and I go specifically into how to do this in my free PDF that I've given you and that you've already downloaded, the Paid Ads Pressure Washing Business Blueprint. All right, so that's all that stuff is in there for you guys, absolutely free. So if you haven't downloaded it, go ahead and download it. All right, it's down below. So now we're going to move on to the next part. We're going to create a customer experience. Okay, that customer experience is what we do, what we call funnelizing, or we're going to funnelize it, and that's what we're going to do and create a customer experience. Okay, so this is kind of your salesperson here. Okay. So you don't want to have to do all of the hard selling to your customer. All you want to do is be the order taker. And at the end, we'll talk about being an order taker, okay? So you're going to do a funnel, okay? And you can do basically a little page that kind of looks like a web page that's going to have a spot for your people to put their email and their phone number in so you can collect their data. Why do we want to collect their data? Why do we want to collect their name, their phone number, their email, stuff like that? It's because we want to be able to contact them. We don't want to wait for them to contact us. We want to be able to contact them. So once we collect those emails, we can keep those emails on file. So, a week later, if, we're going to run a campaign, we can send an email out to people and saying, hey, I'll give you 10% off during this period of time, or however you want to do, set up your campaign, but you're able to contact them and let them know of your services in a more intimate way, okay, rather than catching them on Facebook. You can actually hit them right on their inbox. If you got phone numbers, you can actually give them a message right to their cell phone and they'll be able to see it right there, and those convert very, very well. So that's another training. All right. So, but On this page, you want to have information all about your business, okay? You want to put testimonials up there. You want to put, link to your Google reviews. You want to do all this stuff. You want to tell them all about your business up there. Make it look like a web page. You want them to feel like they're actually on a web page, actually on your web page, and not just some spammy, clickbaity landing page that like a lot of people like to do, right? So you want to make it look real, like a nice, polished website, okay? And then at the bottom, or throughout your landing page, you want to have call to action buttons, okay? That CTA button, call to action. And the call to action that you want to have them is to have clean my home, okay? Clean my home. That's what you want to do. From that landing page, they're going to put the email information in there, okay? Because they want you to clean their homes. It's like, okay, they'll see it. I want them to clean my home. I'll put my information in, let them clean my home. Click the button, boom, it goes to a thank you page. On that thank you page, it has information for them to either call you, email you, or visit your actual website, okay? Now, this information is important because once they get here, this is the point where they're gonna make their decision to say, I'm gonna call this person because I need to get stuff done right now, or I'm gonna email them and ask them one little question, or I'm gonna visit the website to get a little bit more information about them, okay? So all of this stuff is doing the hard work for you, and you can automate this process, and it's not going to cost you time, which is going to cost you money, and you're going to be throwing money in the trash when you can just let this do all the work for you. Now, let's talk about the next step. After they click thank you, or they click call or email or whatever, you'll get contacted. So let's say they give you a call right away. Now you're the order taker. You're no longer the salesperson. You're now the order taker. All you're doing is saying, hey, what would you like? All right. You're that guy at McDonald's saying, hey, what would you like? Oh, you would like this, that? Okay, it'll be this. And they'll say, okay, you'll get to the money. And that's exactly how you will monetize this. All right. And that is step 3. Remember, we talked about the 3 steps. We're going to go to the ATR method, then we're going to funnelize, and then we're going to monetize. You want to be the order taker. You don't want to be the salesperson. You don't want to be up there saying, yes, we do roof cleaning. Yes, we do pressure washing. It goes by square foot. It goes blah, blah, blah. All the information is here. They read it for themselves. They get the information. All you're doing here, taking the order and maybe answering a couple of questions, but the questions will be more like, all right, and you do roofs. I see that you do roofs, right? Would you be able to do that today? Yes, I will be able to do it today, or no, I can schedule you for another time. All right. So I have another whole training on how to deal with customers and how to talk with customers. But at this point, after you had all of this stuff, this becomes super easy. It's basically pick up the phone, take the order, tell them how much it's going to cost. They say, okay, hang up, and you go do the job, collect the check. Done and done. So if this is something that interests you, if this is something that you would like to do, if it's something that you are trying to do and trying to get customers on autopilot so you can just wake up and talk to customers without having to go out all this time and put out bills and put out bandit signs and knock on doors and things like that, then click the button below and we're going to get you set up on a free rapid growth call. All right. We're going to set up a free rapid growth call. We're going to go over all of this stuff. I'm going to teach you how to do this. If you want to learn how to do this, or me or somebody from my team can set everything up for you. We'll write all of the copy. We'll make all of the buttons work. We'll set up your Facebook ads. We do all of that for you so you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is entrust it to us. We'll get it done and we'll get you started and get you ready to get your customers on autopilot. You can sit down in a session with me personally and we'll go over this stuff and I'll show you exactly how to do it, exactly how to put things together, and you can do it for yourself, okay? So just click the button below, get the free growth call, and we'll get started today.